Yo guys, we are back here with a very special video. This may be my favorite one I've done so far actually, because this may be this is my favorite Dinobot, one of my favorite characters, and that is Sludge. Classic Dinobot Sludge, and this is from the Studio Series line, of course. 86, Studio Series 86, and this is number 15. And as you can see here, this is a leader class figure. This is a big boy, and this is one of the bigger boxes out of all the Studio Series that I picked up so far. So as you can see there on the back, beautiful shot there of Sludge in his Dinobot mode. And this is pretty far and wide accepted as one of the best Dinobot iterations of a Transformer there has ever been put out on the market. As you can see there, big screen inspired, mockery of justice from the scene in the 1986 movie with the, I'm gonna mispronounce it, because it's not Quintessa, obviously, it's the Quintessence, with the spinning head guys, as they have their little trials on the planet that Cup and Hot Rod land on. The Dinobots have to come help bust them out. But as you can see there, 31 steps, so it's probably going to be a pretty complicated, let's see, it might be a complicated transformation. But let's get him out of the box, give him a closer look, see what this guy's all about. And boom, here is Autobot, or should I say Dinobot Sludge in his robot form, and he is absolutely massive. Now, I'm gonna bring in, even though it's an unrelated Studio Series, here is Studio Series Voyager class Megatron. And you can see the size difference there. Sludge is just looking down on Megs. And that Megatron is a pretty sizable figure. So that just shows you how big this guy really is. And while color isn't really popping off, he does have some blue in his eyes. I don't know if your camera's picking it up there, but he's not the most colorful guy there. He obviously has the nice gold accents mixed in with the black, the gray, silver, the red for the Autobot logo and all. As you can see, the head kind of tucked away there in the back for the Dinobot mode. And they have their wings here, of course, as the Dinobots do fly in the movie. But as you can see, that really is all he has there in his robot mode. He is articulatable, excuse me. But Sludge is nice in robot mode, but I really don't think this is where too many people are going to be having him for the majority of the time. I think they're going to be having him in this mode. Let me also not forget this absolutely beautiful cannon piece or gun piece, whatever you want to call it, that he has painted in that beautiful gold color, as well as a nice black. Just a real nice weapon for a real nice robot. And here is Sludge in all of his Dinobot glory, and man, this is a beautiful figure, I have to say. One of the cleanest Dinobots you can get there out on the market, and when it comes to detail, this figure is no letdown at all. As you can see there, really nice gold painted head with a nice blue eye in there, with a real nice painted Autobot logo. As you can see, the head can go fully up and down. You can extend the neck or raise it up, fiddle with the neck or the head there, and you can open the mouth. Moving a little bit back though, you can see that there is that nice silver, displaced the gunmetal gray, that is the majority of the body, as well as black, mixing in with just all of the detail they have chiseled into the mold itself. More of the silver there back on the tail, and nice gold and red accents in there as well. Really, and then more gold there on the bottom, of course. And really the only complaint comes from the underside, where there's this bit of a gaping hole, but when are you really gonna have him up like that? This guy's always like this anyway. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about Sludge's Dinobot form. He's just a really good looking Dinobot. Now, unfortunately, the only Dinobot I have for comparison is Power of the Prime's Grimlock, and it actually does not look terrible here, but this Grimlock is significantly smaller than the Studio Series line Dinobots, whereas this Grimlock, if it was the Studio Series Grimlock, would be taller, a little bit bigger. This is by no means a bad Grimlock, but it is a bit smaller. But as you can see, they do not look terrible together. Sludge is obviously supposed to be smaller than Grimlock, but if you really wanted a little bit more accuracy with the dinos, it really doesn't look terrible with these two. But Sludge obviously scales really good with all the Studio Series figures, and I am going to just show you Cup, Studio Series 86 Cup here, alongside him there, to show you how he might look alongside a fellow Studio Series 86 figure. Looks real nice. So all in all with Sludge, I'm really glad to get my hands on this Dinobot, this being the first of, I believe there's only 3 Studio Series Dinobots out at the time. I believe it is Slag, or Sludge, and Grimlock, of course. It may be Snarl, not Slag, or other, but I believe it's Slag. But I'm really glad to get my hands on Sludge. He is my favorite of the Dinobots. Really would love to get my hands on that Grimlock too. Hopefully we'll have him in hand soon, as well as the other Dinobots out on the market, and definitely looking forward to getting the other 2 mainline Dinobots hopefully later this year, or I mean later in 2023 down the line. So with that being said, 100% would recommend picking up Sludge if you can. Definitely would recommend picking him up now though if you can, because as more and more time goes on, Grimlock is only evidence of these guys' price definitely skyrocketing. So I would recommend picking this guy up now if you can before his price goes too high up. But that's all I have to say about Sludge here. As always, any feedback is appreciated. Likes, dislikes, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, peace.